Nanollose Limited on the Australian Stock Exchange NC6 is a technology company focused on a fermentation process that produces a revolutionary microfibre. And joining me right now is Executive Chairman, Dr. Wayne Best. Hello, sir.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And last time we talked, you'd finished a pilot spin for your fibre. And of course, you've got the trademarked Nullarbor fibre. Please tell us about the Nullarbor fibre, just to remind us, and exactly what this fibre is and how it's created.
Okay, Tim. Well, a lot of people don't realise, but about 6% of the textiles people wear are actually made from trees. To create those textiles, about 200 million trees every year are chopped down. And while many of those come from, renewable plantations, about 25% or 50 million trees a year come from old growth or endangered forests, which is not sustainable. So what we're setting about to do is to replace the wood pulp that is used to make those fibres and use a renewable type of microbial cellulose, which is made by fermenting waste. And that becomes a textile called rayon or lyocell, or sometimes known as viscose. And that's what Nullarbor is. Nullarbor is an eco-friendly type of lyocell. And not only is it eco-friendly, it's actually stronger than the conventional lyocell made from wood pulp.
And it's not like you're wearing, a rough fabric. It's a very fine fabric. It'd probably be equivalent to merino, wouldn't it? It's very fine.
Oh, look, one of the advantages of this type of fibre is you can spin it to whatever thinness or denier that you like. Because it's man-made, you can spin it as finer than silk, if you like, and we've done that. We've spun Nullarbor finer than silk. It's also stronger than conventional lyocell, as I mentioned. And from what we've seen so far, it actually feels softer as well, which is really nice.
So now you've finished the pilot spin, and as a result of the pilot spin, you've attracted some significant international attention from leading fashion brands. Can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we always knew that there was a huge interest out there, and we've been talking to a lot of people, not just the ones we've signed up with so far. The minute we had the fibre, we were able to send it off to these companies, and we've signed with in the last couple of months we've signed a deal with Orta for denim, with Paradise Textiles to make a range of fabrics, both knitted and woven fabrics. And we need these fabrics so that we can hand it on to other fashion houses so they can feel the fabric, feel how soft it is, and then commit to ongoing interest. Just more recently, we've signed a collaboration agreement, or MOU with Inditex, which everyone knows is one of the world's largest fashion houses. And look, we don't think this is the end of it. There's lots more interest out there. We'll be continuing to sign these type of agreements over the coming months. The important thing for us is to develop a strong network of not just fashion brands, but people in the entire supply chain. So people like Paradise Textiles, for example, who can actually make the fabrics for these fashion brands.
And on a industrial global scale as well, which is those collaborations are fantastic. But leading on from your development of the fibre, you also have a leather-like product as well. Please tell us about that product.
Well, yeah, look, I'm really excited about that. It's a huge market. Everybody knows the vegan leather market is really growing quite rapidly. I think it's predicted to be about $90 billion US by 2025. It's another one of these products that's just in everyone's mind now. The important thing for us, though, is we think our microbial cellulose is more than just vegan leather. Vegan leather generally is not that eco-friendly, surprisingly. It's animal-friendly, but it's not necessarily environmentally friendly. The way they make a lot of vegan leathers is by using plastics and non-biodegradable materials. And what we think we've got here at the moment is the potential to create a leather alternative that is both animal-friendly and environmentally friendly, because it's 100% biodegradable and also made from renewable resources. So it's really exciting for us, and also to be partnered with such a prestigious US company, Von Holthausen. So that's really exciting.
What sort of products would that vegan leather would replace things like handbags and clothing, and just as important part of the cycle as the actual cellulose fibre that you're making?
Yeah, so there's a whole range of products that use leather. I mean, again, it's There's the fashion industry, which is where you have, your $20,000 handbags and other sorts of products. But, you think car interiors, industrial products, leather is used everywhere, but obviously we'd be targeting the high-end fashion market first. That's where the vegan leather market is at the moment. But also, like I say, car interiors, car seats, that sort of thing. There's a huge demand.
Well, you've done such a great job with branding the fibre as Nullarbor fibre, and it's going to be difficult to find something to patent the vegan leather with as equally as well as that, isn't it?
Well, it might surprise you that we already have a couple of names in mind and we're just looking at trademarking them now. But
well, good. Don't tell us in case someone steals the idea. So
that's right. Yeah.
What's coming up for the next couple of months? I mean, you've got these big deals, MOUs signed now. Where do you see the company going in the next few months?
Well, yeah, we'll be strengthening those collaborations that we have by providing them with fibre and fabrics and so forth, making some test garments. We're also obviously very keen to pursue the pilot phase. We've done that very successful pilot spin that produced 1/4 ton. That's the beginning, not the end of the pilot phase. We need to complete that pilot phase. We need to start scaling up and producing, higher percentages of microbial cellulose. So there's still a lot of good work that needs to be done in the pilot phase, and we'll be focusing on that. The other bit of exciting stuff, I guess, that'll come out in the next couple of weeks is our designer garment that we've made from our Nullarbor lyocell. That'll be the first garment that's been made from it. We did make a garment a couple of years ago, I think, from viscose before we moved over to the more eco-friendly lyocell. But this is the first garment made from Nullarbor lyocell, and I've seen the design. I've seen the actual pictures of the garment. It looks lovely. And everybody who's felt the garment says it feels lovely too. So that'll be unveiled in the next couple of weeks. That'll be exciting.
So Burla Cellulose is a very strong collaboration partner with Nanollose, and they were involved in that pilot spin. Please tell us about that partnership.
So a couple of years ago, we signed a collaboration agreement with Burla to develop microbial cellulose-based lyocell, and that was a very successful collaboration. In the beginning of last year, we filed a joint patent application with Burla Cellulose for the use of microbial cellulose in high tenacity lyocell, and they've been working with us very well over the last 18 months or so to convert that patent into what was the first pilot spin. So that first pilot spin was conducted by our partner Burla Cellulose. They're one of the world's biggest, if not the world's biggest manufacturer of rayon, man-made cellulosic fibres. And they've been a great support to us and a huge advantage.
So they would be a natural partnership for manufacturing going forward for Nanollose?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
That's very exciting.
And that's one of the big advantages of our approach of not trying to reinvent the wheel, but just make a better wheel. We can fit in with the existing manufacturing infrastructure. We don't have to go out there and make a whole new, factory that makes fibre. Burla already have those factories. They already have that connection into the market. They already are, the biggest company out there. So it's very easy for us to tap into not just their plant and facility, but their marketing channels, their expertise, and so forth.
Yeah, the manufacturers. I mean, it seems to me that Nanollose has got everything lined up. You've got the fibre, you've got the branding. And you've got an eco-friendly product. You have MOUs with the largest fashion companies in the world and a manufacturer who's one of the largest suppliers of that material in the world. So I think you're very well positioned.
We are. We just have to now hit on our targets and get the pilot plant working and start the commercialisation process, which is just scaling up. And the more we scale up, the lower the price will come down and the more accepted the product will be.
For investors watching Nanollose NC6 on the Australian Stock Exchange, I've been speaking with Dr. Wayne Best, Executive Chairman. Go look them up on the website now. And thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Thanks very much, Tim. Been a pleasure.